encourage you, to encourage ourselves here that we need to keep paying attention to Haiti and to keep giving. I know people have been very generous, but we have to keep doing that. We can't let our efforts subside. And part of the focus still is really on medical care and medical attention, and just providing people with some sort of basic shelter right now. The people that we're working with in Haiti Action Committee, their work is really far-reaching. They're not just staying in Port-au-Prince. They are reaching out to places outside of the capital that were affected. The other thing that I would really encourage at this time is to really inform ourselves and be very, very careful about the information that we receive from the mainstream media, even the so-called progressive media here, like KPFA, I'm sorry to say. Some of the sources that we might go to for good information, because there's so much confusion that has always surrounded Haiti, so much racism, so much just nonsense and confusion, that we really need to be careful. I'll give you one example of this. So right now there's an article by Randall Robinson in Ebony magazine, which goes through some of the history of Haiti in the context of the occupation. It's a good summary, but in the same pages of this magazine, you have an article by Bill Clinton. They're talking about Bill Clinton and the so that's the sort of confusion that you get. Bill Clinton has never been any good for Haiti, and the other thing that we really need to keep in that picture is that the president of this country is neither any good for the people of Haiti. And you look at the very first example of him sending in Bush and Clinton as representatives, as leading the relief efforts. That should indicate to us all that where Obama is in this. And so I think I will conclude there, unless there are any questions, I think actually the one last thing that the very important thing I should remember to say is that the people, as always, continue to call for the return of Aristide. That's still a #1 demand. Aristide was the president of Haiti that was kidnapped by the United States military in 2004. He remains in exile in South Africa. When you hear people speaking about Haiti today and they don't mention President Aristide, you know that there's something wrong there. He needs to be brought back to his people. He needs to be a part of any of the rebuilding efforts that are being discussed right now.
Questions?
Have you noticed that, have there been any serious efforts to remove some of the rebels so people can get back to a real life of
we saw nothing. We saw nothing. And what's going to happen is it's going to be private efforts. It's a matter of connections. You know, if you know the right people to help you, if you have the money, if you have the resources. But we also have history to go off of, and looking at how the government, how nobody helped Haiti in previous disasters. And so this is the same thing happening times 100.
So you would encourage us as individuals to continue our individual efforts,
right,
to help,
right,
and it does help,
right, right.
And the event that they raised, that they had with monies were being raised for musicians, one that did on TV right after the earthquake. Where did that money go to?
I'm glad you asked about that. I actually couldn't stomach a whole lot of that, so I didn't pay attention to all of it. But a central person, I believe, is Wyclef, who got that together. The man is not to trust. His Yele Foundation, which I'm assuming most of the money went to, has always been against the people. Him and his uncle, who is in the coup government of Haiti, supported the coup, are against Aristide, basically. His organization, the Yale Foundation, has worked with USAID, which is also an enemy of the people. They are also against the Aristide's grassroots movement in Haiti. So he's another person to be watchful of. And you had a question back here. Absolutely. By supporting or by donating to the Haiti Emergency Relief Fund. That's the organization that's in partnership with the Haiti Action Committee. We give directly to the people, to the grassroots who are doing this sort of work. And you can find out information on HaitiSolidarity.net. And so Haiti Emergency Relief Fund is doing this type of direct aid to the grassroots of Haiti.
How effective is the American Red Cross and the monies that they've collected? Has that?
Katrina?
Just want to get it out there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all we have to say, you know. And did we even see Red Cross down there? I mean, we've heard the figures. I think with the millions of dollars that are pouring in, they had like 12 people on the ground, while Doctors Without Borders had hundreds of doctors on the ground, while Cuba immediately sent doctors, you know, hundreds of doctors. So it's no good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, sisters and brothers, we are all students of truth. That when we're hearing and learning of issues that we are being made aware of or being introduced to in forums such as these, we owe it to ourselves to go search out and validate the statements that we're hearing, because how can we make a decision unless we're very clear on the facts that are presented before us? What we do know with absolute crystal clarity is that much of what our sister has spoken is very clear testimony of the kind of suffering that our people endure, the lack of response that this government gives to those that look like us who suffer. Now I want to move us forward. Siri, I didn't ask you to come up and say anything.
No, I don't need to.
You don't need to? Well, you have to tell me who's here for the students.
And Sinead Anderson, both student organizers for the program.
We have from the student protest. I believe both of our students are attending Merritt College and Laney College. And I will say this, that I learned from my sister, the Sinead, just a few moments ago, that because of the budget cuts that students are facing, that in order to even secure the classes that they need in order to complete a program, a degree, a certificate, they can no longer easily attend one campus. They have to become a student of all of the campuses, even to find the classes that they need in order to graduate. So if we could imagine the students who take English over here and algebra over there and business science over here and physical science over there, this is the journey and the struggle that the contemporary student has to go through in order to even get to their education. Now, we haven't calculated how much that costs in time, how much that costs in transportation, how much that costs in burdensome trouble, not knowing that this institution that I entered perhaps expecting to transfer in 2.5 years no longer has what I need to even consider the transfer. That I have to now travel the cities in order to get what should have been made available in one particular location for the proper and decent education of people. And so it gives me great privilege to bring up our students from Merritt and from Laney, Sister Sinead and Brother Jabari. Come on up and share with us some of the movement.